act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Can I hit that? Okay, yeah, yeah. Can I hit that? Cause I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, yeah. Can I hit that? Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was major, she mixed. Ay, met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. Name mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down watch one fly little mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cat. So many couches I cried. Shout out Zazo, Tree and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. The winner here gets a ticket to Tampa. The loser stays home, and we are underway in the AFC Championship game. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. First carry for Raquel Armstead. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards. And a Jaguar first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off play action, it's Minshew. He's going to go deep for Conley. And this one is incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, they go with Armstead. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 16 yards, a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
He was brought down.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
21 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Complete to
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw it, Minshew. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. And I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On for the field goal, a 22-yard attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brought down at the 26.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
On the carry.
Josh Jones in on the stop.
46-yard line.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Taken down at the
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And able to find Green. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
27-yard line.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down.
Earl Thomas in on the stop.
A gain of a yard.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 13 yards out, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
Randy Bullock lining up for the...
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Jaguar extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Beginning the drive here with Armstead. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
On second down, Minshew. We got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Set, ready, 8, read. Any weapon.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
On second down and 4, Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Out of the gun is Minshew. And able to find Conley. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll hand to Armstead. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Armstead, the ball.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
On the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Minshew sets to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. Well, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. On the handoff, Armstead. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 9-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
At the 44-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it on the screen. Bernard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And 12.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. On the slant, complete to Green. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
On the play. First down, Jacksonville.
AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, and he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And the Jaguar first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Minshew. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on second down. Minshew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They read zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Set, 18, Gator.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Got his man, it's Eifert. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyler Eifert, 40 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Josh Lambo.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
First down, here's Burrow. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Here's Minshew. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
47's the mic.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, here's Burrow. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Coverage there by
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On third down, Burrow. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
at the 46-yard line.
On first down, Mixon. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Running legs were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
options galore here. Second and a few inches. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. A toss left. Mixon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Here's Burrow. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On first down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
On the carry.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On second down, Burrow. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll give it back to Armstead. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, Minshew to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Geno Atkins gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
3rd down.
after the sack. They'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, shame on them, Coach Davis. They went against your advice. They threw the football, and now they're backed up to punt this away.
They're actually fortunate. They went against my advice, but they didn't turn it over, right? No takeaway for the defense. They'll punt it now. They probably could have gained a few yards if they ran it, though, and helped out with field position.
And look at this starting field position. That'll be touchdown inside the 30-yard line.
29-yard line.
Try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Mixon on the carry.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Burrow looking to pass. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will tie things at 17 all. Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
1st down, Jaguars.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A run here with Armstead. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll stay with the run and Armstead, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And a Jaguar first down.
Ready? 60 pitch throw. Use your person.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Caught here by Conley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Complete to
D.D. Westbrook there to make the grab. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they are in need of points here, no doubt about that, with a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. And now look at him go. 30, the 20, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 75 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Ties the game 24-24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the fourth with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Jacksonville.
They run it with Armstead. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
8 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They find some open field here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now Armstead. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Touchdown.
Raquel Armstead. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow. Less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got Green. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Finding Green complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for John Ross. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Burrow. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough, because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again, because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, will see.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. We'll step on, spin, move, and zone, score. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. We'll step on, spin, move, and zone, score. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me bow. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them out.